Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to your online class. In last class, already we have discussed about the what topic? Transmission of heat. Under this topic, we have discussed conduction, mode of transfer of heat, mode of transformation of heat. That is there are three ways or method or mode of transformation of heat: conduction, convection and radiations. So we were discussing about the first mode, first way of transfer of heat, that is the conductions. Okay, and also we have discussed about the which metals that are the good conductors and which substance, okay, that are the bad conductors. So today we will discuss this topic, bad conductors of heat. Yesterday in this last class we have discussed about the what? Good conductors. What are the good conductors? Those substances or materials which allow the heat energy to flow through them easily. Okay? Those substances are called good conductors of heat. Good conductors of heat. Okay? Examples: all the metals are good conductors of heat. And in all among the metals, which one is best? What? Silver. Silver is the best conductor of heat. Then after copper, aluminium, iron and so on. Okay, one liquid is also. Conduction takes place what? In case of solid. So one liquid is also a good conductor of heat. Okay, but what are the bad conductors or insulator? Bad conductors are insulator. Insulators. What? Those substances or materials which does not allow to flow of heat energy through them easily. Okay, which do not allow to flow the heat energy, okay, through them easily. It's called bad conductors or insulators. For example, woolen cloths, okay, cotton, glass, mica, some other that is given in a book. What? Asbestos, puff, polyurethane foam, puff, okay, ebonite rod, plastic, wood. So these are some examples of the bad conduction of heat. Some liquids also. All the liquids except mercury, because already I have told in previous class now, mercury is a good conductor, not a bad conductor. So except mercury, all the liquids are good, bad conductors of liquid heat. Okay, clear? Now, some other substance like water and air is also bad conductor of heat. So how we can say that, okay, the water and air are bad conductors of heat. So for this, just we will perform an activity, or by experimentally we can easily understand this point. Water and air are bad conductors of heat. Okay students, you see first one, water is a bad conductor of heat. To prove experimentally how water behaves or act as a bad conductor or insulator. So for that, students, first we take, okay, a hard glass tube so that it cannot easily break, a clamp stand, iron stand, okay, a Busser burner, and a small piece of ice and also a copper wire case. These are the required instruments, or you can say that's operators and materials. Okay, now just wrap the teeny piece of ice with copper wire case, okay, and pour it inside the tube, test tube. Okay, glass test tube. Now just fit the test tubes with a stand, with iron stand, and at the top, means at the mouth, open mouth of the tube, just you will apply or just you will provide the heat energy by using the booster burner or spirit lamp. Booster burner or spirit lamp. After few minutes, what you will observe? You will observe that, students, my dear students, you will observe that when the glass test tube, that is solid, absorb the heat energy, okay? And one more thing, also we will here pour some ice cold water. So when this test tube will absorb the heat energy, okay, then the ice cold water inside the test tube will start to evaporate. And they start to coming out from the test tube in form of steam. They will not affect this wrapped ice piece, wrapped with a copper wire case. So it proved that water is a bad conductor of heat, means water does not allow heat energy to flow to the ice cube. Okay, students, clear? When we provide here heat energy, what will happen? What we will observe that here the heat energy will supply to the test tube and to the water inside the test tube. The water becomes evaporate. This ice cold water becomes evaporate, but it will not affect this teeny ice piece that are already wrapped with the copper wire case. Okay, clear? Now second one, in the same way we can say that also air is a bad conductor of heat, means insulator of heat. How can you prove that air is also a bad conductor or insulator of heat? So see here, again for that we will perform an experiment or activity to better understand this point. Air is a bad conductor of heat. So see, for that we take again a hot glass test tube, an iron stand or clamp stand, a Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp, a small piece of wax, and a cork. Now, just pour out the small piece of wax, okay, inside at the bottom of the tube. Now, seal the tube with a cork, rubber cork, so that the energy will not flow out or flow in. Now, outside to inside or inside to outside. Okay. Now, fit the glass test tube or adjust the test tube with iron stand. Okay. Now, apply the heat energy by using the Bunsen burner or spirit lamp at the mouth, or you can say that top of the tube where we put it the cork, seal the cork. Okay. So after few minutes, what you will observe, dear friends? You will observe that by absorbing the heat energy from the source, means spirit lamp or Bunsen burner, the cork, this cork that is the seal over the mouth of the tube will blows out. But the wax that is the present at the bottom of the tube, it will not affected by this heat energy, means it will not melt. It does not melt. Okay. Why? Because that is the air present inside the tube. They will not allow to flow the heat energy from the top of the tube to the wax. So due to this reason, the wax becomes in its original state or position. It does not melt. So it proves that air is a bad conductor of heat. Some other examples by which we can easily understand what are the bad conductors or insulators of heat in real life. First one, see, we wear the woolen cloths in winter because woolen cloths contain a large amount of trapped air, okay, and since air is a bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the body heat to flow outward, as our body stops losing heat and we feel warm. Means in winter, already now, we are wearing the what? Woolen cloths, warm cloths, and this air present, that is the trapped in between your body and the cloths, that is behaves like a bad conductor. So it does not allow, that air does not allow to the flow of heat energy from your body to outside. From your body to outside. So that's why we can say that what? Air is a bad conductor of heat. Some other examples. A newly made quilt is warmer than an old one. Why? Because a large amount of air is trapped in a newly gained cotton. Okay, as air is a bad conductor of heat, it does not allow the heat from our body to flow out, and hence we feel warm. A newly made what? Quilt, रजाई. देखा है ना? आप नई रजाई जब उसको ओढ़ते हैं आप, तो उससे ज्यादा गर्म फील करते हैं. You feel more hot as compared to old one, because that is the what? Air and the cotton. That is the air present in the cottons, okay, of the quilt does not allow the heat energy, flow from your body to outside. So that's why here we can also say that air is a bad conductor of heat. Some more examples also given. Why the too thin woolen cloths are warmer than a thick woolen blanket. Okay, birds puff up their feathers in winter. Okay, bad birds puff up their feathers in winter because in doing so they trap a large amount of air, which in turn act as an insulator and does not allow heat from their bodies to flow out. Okay, as same as you can say that Eskimos make igloo out of snow because snow contains a fairly large amount of trapped air. Then that air also not allow the heat from inside to the outside. Some more examples. Mud houses with thatched roofs keep cool in summer and warm in winter as compared to concrete houses. Clear? Appliances like kettles, electric irons, electric ovens, soldering rods, cooking pans, etc. are provided with the wooden handle or plastic handles, because the wooden handle means wood and plastics are also behaved like a bad conductor of heat. It will not allow to flow the heat energy. Okay? And in cold countries, double glass windows panes are used, leaving a gap with the air between two glass sheets. The trapped air acts as a insulators and does not allow heat flow from the room to flow out. Okay, students? So these are the real life examples which shows that what? The air is the bad conductor of heat. Okay, students? Clear? So some animated video that will be given to you in the last of this video. Okay, kindly watch this video and try to understand this topic. What are the bad conductors of heat or insulators of the heat? Okay, students? So go through the video, watch carefully. Okay, any doubt you can ask in the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Let's do an activity to prove that water is a bad conductor of heat. First of all, take a test tube and pour some water in it. Next, wrap some ice cubes in a wire gauge. Now gently drop it into the test tube. Due to the wire gauge, the ice cubes become heavy and drop to the bottom. Now after that, what do we have to do? Now we have to heat the test tube gently near the mouth. So what do you observe? You will see that even as the water at the top boils, the ice cube at the bottom remains unaffected. So why did this happen? What can we conclude from this? We can conclude that pure water is a bad conductor of heat.
Topic: bad conductors of heat. Why are 2 thin blankets warmer than 1 thick blanket?
'Cause 2 chocolates are better than 1.
Nah. To understand this, we need to first learn about bad conductors of heat.
Oh.
Bad conductors of heat are the materials which do not allow heat to easily flow through them. Air, wood, and glass are some examples of bad conductors of heat.
In these examples, is our train conductor included as well?
Oh, just listen. A thick blanket allows much of our body heat to escape into the atmosphere. However, when we use 2 blankets one on top of the other, air gets trapped between them. This air, being a bad conductor of heat, does not allow our body heat to easily flow into the atmosphere, thus keeping us warm. Topic: heat. Why do woolen clothes keep us warm? The night is quite cold and you have worn cotton clothes. Why don't you wear some woolen clothes? They will keep you warm. Please listen to me. Look, you're shivering. At least now wear some woolen clothes. Now you are feeling warm, right? Do you know why? Wait, I will tell you. Both wool and cotton are bad conductors of heat, as in, they do not conduct or transmit heat to the surrounding. Then why do we feel warm only in woolen clothes? This is because, in woolen clothes, there are many more tiny spaces as compared to that in cotton clothes. Due to these extra tiny spaces, woolen clothes trap more air as compared to cotton clothes. Now, since air is a bad conductor of heat, woolen clothes containing more air do not allow much of our body heat to escape into the atmosphere, thus keeping us warm.